Good afternoon and welcome to the Victorian Advocate. I'm Becky Cooper, Managing Editor. Chris is in a meeting, so he won't be joining us today. With me at the table to my right,
Tony Belandrin, City Editor.
And behind the camera,
Thomas Martinez, Digital Editor.
So let us know if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or story ideas, and we'll be happy to talk to you about it. Here's our 2 trivia questions for the day. First one. Who was the first woman to run for president?
President.
Mm-hmm.
Like just to even announce, you mean?
It just says, I don't know, it just says who was the first woman to run for president?
I bet it's a third party candidate. Like a Libertarian or Green Party.
I don't know. So while you think about that one, here's the second question. What does the term Waterloo teeth refer to? Here's a hint. It comes from early 19th century dentistry. Waterloo, like the town.
Waterloo teeth?
Teeth.
Well, I'm going to take a wild guess and say some type of wooden teeth.
That's a good guess. I'd say some gaps or something.
Waterloo, like the Battle of Waterloo? Bonaparte?
Good question.
Never heard of it. So we'll find out in a few minutes. If y'all have any ideas, let us know.
Loose teeth, maybe? Oh, what does it mean?
What does it mean? Waterloo teeth.
I don't know, I would say loose teeth.
Or actually, what does the term refer to?
I would say loose teeth.
Okay, so on A1 tomorrow we have a feature story on the Victoria Business and Education Coalition's annual Youth Leadership Conference. I think the kids were going to be, I'm not real sure, but they learned proper business and dining etiquette. They learned leadership skills. They have all sorts of leadership training throughout the week. Today's the first day of the event. I don't remember what the event was that they're doing today. And then John is at the Jesse Garza trial today. They're picking a jury. And we'll find out what's going on with him this afternoon. Morgan is writing a story about 5D Steakhouse announced late last week that they're going to open up in the old Johnny Carino's place.
Oh, I wonder if that was, I was just curious if that had gone in the paper.
So we will do a story. I think Morgan got a hold of the owner this morning. We have follow-up
Is that a chain, please? Or is it...
5D, no, it's owned by the Douglas family in Yorktown.
Oh, that's just,
So it's
okay.
locally family owned.
It's family owned. They have several locations. They're getting ready to open one in
That's
Port
that
Connor.
famous one in Yorktown that you're always talking about.
Yeah. They have a big bar in there where they have well-known entertainers come and people pay pretty good money to go listen to them. People have class reunions there, and they have these private party rooms up there, so if you want to just have a small party. So it's pretty nice steakhouse.
Didn't you say they just recently expanded to other towns as well?
They're in Carrizo Springs, they're in, you can get me the line here, I don't remember all the places they're located, but, the first one's in Yorktown, and then they went out to these other places. Now they're going to Port Connor, and next after Port Connor they'll be in Victoria.
Port O'Connor? Oh.
Mm-hmm. They bought land down there and building from ground up.
Oh, wow.
And then the Carinos will come 5D. I told someone about that this week, and they said, "Yeah, that's weird, building right in front of Texas Roadhouse." It's like, well, maybe we'll put Texas Roadhouse back on top
Texas
of the game.
Roadhouse is chain owned.
Yeah, but it's a good place to eat too. So maybe they'll help each other out. If one place is too busy, the people go to the other one. So if you want to get staying. So. Commissioner's story. Next steps for developing the Hope Meadows. That's what he's talking about. There's a drainage district meeting. Matt Boucher. I'm not really sure why his column is on tomorrow, but I'll find out. And then we have summer camp, science camp. Amber went to the Museum of the Coastal Bend science camp, and they learned how to do chemistry, archaeology, and other things. In sports, we have more on the water safari.
I don't know if it shows, but I'm gonna know.
Morgan is going down to water safari. I think her stories on the first woman team come in. So one of the boaters in the women's team is married to one of the boaters in the first team that came, the first boat that came across. So Mike sent us that tip, so it's pretty cool. Tony Parker announces his retirement from basketball.
Oh yeah, that's on the state news.
Oh, that's sad. He's a good player.
After 18 seasons.
Yeah, I'm sure his body is a little tired. Anything else on the wire that we need to know
The
about?
Dallas crane collapse.
Yeah.
Victim identified as a 29-year-old woman.
She was on the ground, right?
No, I think she was in an apartment.
Okay.
Authorities have identified 29-year-old Kirsten Simone Smith as the woman who was killed when a crane fell on a Dallas apartment building. Amid severe thunderstorms that also uprooted mature trees and left thousands without power across the city. Smith was pronounced dead at a hospital, according to the Dallas County Medical Examiner's Office, after the construction crane smashed into a 5-story building near downtown, destroying people's apartments and reducing parts of an adjacent parking garage to a pile of concrete and mangled cars. Did you see the pile of cars? There was one person in a car, that two guys that helped rescue. The cause of Smith's death has not been determined. Could not provide an update on the condition. I'm trying to see where she was. The crane fell about 2 p.m. as storms ripped across parts of Oklahoma and Texas, bringing high winds, heavy rain, and hail that flooded streets and caused power outages. Doesn't say where she was. I heard that she was in one of the apartments, but that was network reporting. Oh. And then American Airlines is pushing back the planned return of its Boeing 737 MAX jets until early September, 2 weeks longer than the airline had previously expected. American over the weekend removed its 24 MAX jets from the flight schedule through September 3. And the plane has been grounded around the world since mid-March after the second of 2 crashes that killed a combined 346 people in Indonesia and Ethiopia. That's on the state. I don't know if you want is there a national on there?
Go for it.
Iran's foreign minister warned the U.S. on Monday that it, quote, cannot expect to stay safe, end of quote, after launching what he described as an economic war against Tehran, taking a hardline stance amid a visit by Germany's top diplomat seeking to diffuse tensions. So Germany is trying to say, hey guys, calm down. 12 minutes ago, this is breaking news, AP reported that the New York City Fire Department says the pilot of a helicopter that crashed on a Manhattan skyscraper rooftop has died. Fire Department says the helicopter crash landed on the top of the tower, which isn't far from Rockefeller Center in Times Square.
You see, like a tourism helicopter?
It does not appear anyone else was on board when the crash occurred about 2 p.m. It was not immediately known what type of helicopter was involved. Somebody's asking you questions. And then the Justice Department has agreed to turn over some of the underlying evidence from Special Counsel Robert Mueller's report, including files used to assess whether President Donald Trump obstructed justice, the chairman of the House Judiciary Committee said Monday.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else from anybody?
Oh, just one update. Sorry, was it the Boston Red Sox player who was shot?
Yeah.
No, David Ortiz.
Oh yeah, the doctors removed his gallbladder and part of his intestinal tract after he was shot. Leo Lopez, he was retired, wasn't he?
He retired in 16.
Leo Lopez said that the retired athlete's liver was also damaged and that he was in stable condition in intensive care. He said Ortiz will be flown to Boston once his condition improves. Apparently he owns a house in Boston and
He spends half the year.
yeah,
He's from Dominican Republic originally.
he has a charity down there too,
Yeah.
doesn't he?
He's already been up and talking, so he's
Oh, has he?
expected to be flown.
Oh, okay, cool. He's
think it's a
Sounds
case of
like
mistaken
Boston.
identity or something.
Maybe, yeah, some guy walked up right to him and shot him.
Yeah.
Point blank.
Yeah.
Apparently Boston really loves him.
Oh yeah.
He made, oh yeah, he's the one who made the public comment after the marathon bombing, right?
Okay. Let's go back to trivia questions. Who was the first woman to run for president? Anybody have a guess?
Sally Field.
Huh.
Now, Geraldine Ferraro, she was vice president. She was
president.
Mondale's
Yeah.
running mate.
Yep. Anybody guess?
Is Walter Mondale still alive?
No guesses on your
Yeah,
phone.
like,
Answer is Victoria Woodhull. She ran in 1872, almost 50 years before women could vote in the presidential election. Her running mate was Frederick Douglass.
Oh wow.
Yeah, how many votes did she get?
Was she African American?
I don't know.
Oh wow.
It doesn't say.
It would have been weird to see how many votes she actually got.
It doesn't say that either.
And she got no votes.
Probably because I'm sure. Well, who got the right to vote first? African Americans or women?
Women.
I imagine women did, right? No, I imagine African Americans
Americans
did.
did, yeah.
Okay, next question. What does the term Waterloo teeth refer to? It comes from early 19th century dentistry.
Loose teeth. White
No
teeth.
guess over here.
After the Battle of Waterloo in 1815, dentures were created from the teeth of soldiers who died in battle.
Ew.
The dentures were mostly given to the wealthy who were experiencing tooth decay as a result of sugar consumption.
And a dead fake tooth is supposed to help?
Yeah.
Or false teeth, and probably embedded in
Oh,
something.
okay.
Well, didn't George Washington have
Wooden.
wooden, supposedly?
But it was created from the teeth of soldiers who died in battle.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
That's kind of weird. Okay, with that strange answer, we're going to close for the day. If you have any questions, comments, story ideas, or anything, let Tony know, and he'll be happy to talk to you. And that, we'll be back here tomorrow about 1:15. See you.